Good evening, my YouTube family and friends. It's me again, Larry from LJ's Unboxing, and I'm actually here with a review on this phone right here. This is the OnePlus Nord N100, what I can call my Frankenstein phone. Now, the reason it's my Frankenstein phone, very simple. It started out its life as two different phones. Now, most of it was actually an unlocked phone from a buddy of mine. His name is Paul, and he knows who he is. Paul French. Now, when you're not raised around the new high-tech stuff that you cannot take the battery out of, you don't know. So he didn't know. He pulled the battery out of it, and it needed to be fixed. But good thing, the motherboard didn't have any issues, and obviously neither did the screen. On the other hand, the parts that came for that phone, parts I had for that phone, were from the same exact phone. The difference being that Paul's phone was the unlocked. So factory unlocked, so you could put any SIM card into it. The one from my nephew James Heatley III, he dropped it because I'm assuming he thought it had Corning Gorilla Glass on it, and of course it did not. That screen shattered many places, but because of the design of the screens, it didn't actually lose glass, but maybe a couple of shards. Now, that phone was locked to Metro by T-Mobile. And I am not a fan of T-Mobile. Well, I'm a bigger fan of T-Mobile than Metro. Even though Metro is owned by T-Mobile itself. It's just, if you have unlocked phones and you want to use it on Metro, you have to go pay them to actually activate it for your service. Whereas with AT&T, who I'm with, all I do is pop a SIM card into my SIM card into a an unlocked phone, and it's ready to go. Use it, abuse it, whatever. So knowing that this has no Corning Gorilla Glass, I put nice little screen protector on it, but the screen protector came with the case, so it's part of the case. Now, it being a poetic case, I had the option. I could use the face plate with the screen protector, or I could use the face plate without the screen protector and go plain. So, my opinion is, if it comes with a screen protector, it's getting used. So, question is, with this being a 2020, or actually I think it's a 2020, because the Nord N200 was a 2021. They both had the same exact processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 480. The only difference being that the 200 is a 5G variant of the same processor. Same exact memory, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, and the cameras 13, 2, and 2. With the front one, I believe it is a 16. But, I mean, if I'm wrong, yeah, please comment down below. There will be an option to comment. But, I mean, fingerprint sensor on this is on the back and not the side. So, the power button does not double as the fingerprint sensor for the unlock. Now, it is fast enough for me. And I sort of chose the wallpaper, but it changes periodically. And, I mean, I've taken a couple of pictures with it. Not too overly impressed. But the battery life on it, mind you, I don't run my phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I know that will lead to me plugging it in and charging it with it still on. And I won't charge a phone while it's still on because I don't want it to end up trickle charging and shortening the life of the battery. Now, it makes great calls, and whenever you play, it goes into game mode, which basically means nobody can bother me. Of course, you can't disturb the disturbed to begin with, but that's a different story. And all in all, it's a pretty nice phone, even though it has an IPS LCD, so no OLED on these cheaper budget phones, especially the ones that are used and assembled partly by me. But is it still worth owning in 2022? Well, sure. I'd say it's good for 2022. Definitely worth the money. But where it is, we're going to lose 4G in the next few years anyway. So this phone will become useless except for calling 611 or 911. But yeah, it was definitely worth what I paid for it. And the one phone that I got the missing parts from for it didn't cost me but another phone, but I actually got a better deal because I ended up with two phones. One was broken, one was not, and tablet. But I mean, at least I have this to use for the next few years unless I decide to give it away. Now, I haven't decided whether I want to or not, but for the most part, this cost me $40 plus the $12 for that case. So, yeah, I mean, I can end up spending a lot more for a phone that's worth a lot less. So this right here is definitely a worthwhile phone. So, with that said, I mean, you decide whether you want to spend $180 on a phone that's only going to last you for 3 years, maybe 4, depending on your carrier, and when they decide to pull the plug on 4G. And then if it's not, then I say at least go for a semi-decent budget 5G phone. But the OnePlus Nord N200 5G is about $240 right now. And the only reason I got that is because I had another phone that I traded in. And of course, that came because I ordered it extra, it's offered, with the OnePlus Buds Z's earbuds. But that's not what this is about. This is just about this device. So, with that said, this has been another LJ's unboxing review. If you liked what you've seen, and I hope you did, because I don't want to waste your time, hit the like button underneath the video in the descriptions. Hit the bell icon if you want to see all the future videos coming out from me, which is just to let you know, it's not going to happen that often anymore. Not since I actually have bills. But with that said, you just have a wonderful night, my YouTube family and friends. And, stay safe. And have, sweet dreams when you get there. Peace, love, and understanding.